So we're back,
And
and
better than ever. You always fall for that.
okay, all right, podcasts.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it started then. I guess you don't have anything to say, just no
I, I,
follow up to it.
I was waiting for you to see where we start.
Okay, we're gonna start at Raw,
All
Monday
right.
Night Raw, and it opened with Jey Uso coming down, and also Big Jim Uso,
The
and he came
Usos.
down and he started talking about they want to face Braun and Braun, and Braun comes out, and then out of nowhere, LA Knight just comes out and attacks Braun Breaker. So then LA gets in the ring and he's talking to Jimmy and Jay, and Jay's like, "Man, fuck you." He's like, "Dog, what?" He's like, "Man, fuck you," and they just start beefing. Okay, that's all I can say is okay. And it just like it goes on further later on because like somehow LA Knight pushes Jay by accident, and it just gets beefy, and it's like, man, what the fuck is this? Like I
I
kind of
don't
see where they're going, but I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I don't understand the beef. You know what I mean? Like what's Jay's problem, you know?
I'm like, I'll explain it when we get to it, but it's like it was just it's just weird. I don't like it because I don't know what I don't know which way this is gonna land, so I don't like it.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about that. Then we had AJ Styles come to the ring, and this fucked up a lot of people because, as Meltzer put it, oh, this was just for the international market because they didn't get commercials and they didn't see this. I mean, okay, here's the thing. There's a lot of American people that was watching and saw everything that happened, and it was very weird.
Yeah.
So AJ Styles cuts his promo about how he's alone, how people are gone, how Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson's gone. They left me chin on SmackDown. They brought me over here. I'm all by myself. Somebody in the back doesn't want me here. And so for about 48 hours, this had everybody in a tizzy going, oh my God, like, is he shooting? Is this his pipe bomb? Oh my God, what's going on? And then WWE posted it on YouTube. And it's like, oh, okay, this is not a work. This is just work. This is work. Okay.
Yeah. Had it not been for that, it would be suspicious, but they posted
Yeah.
it.
And apparently from Fightful, they have said that they're working this AJ Styles thing into a shoot because everybody knows he's leaving soon. So they're working this into a storyline. So,
Not
okay.
bad.
I mean, I am because like you just did this kind of with Killer Cross. So now we're just gonna move on to AJ Styles.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's
Shit.
like I don't know how I feel about it. Because like I have thoughts on the Killer Cross thing, which I'll address later on because there could be something there, but there also could not be.
Okay.
But like there's stuff later on that I'll talk about with that.
Cool.
Then LA Knight gets mad and he wants to face Braun Breaker, and they set it up. Then we have AJ Styles versus Le Grande Americano.
Which
And
one?
yes, and two comes out. Two gets beat up by Dragon Lee, and AJ Styles gets the win with the help of Dragon Lee. And we jokingly said that they were AJ Lee.
Yes.
So this is something that like I peeped this early, very early in the night before Raw came on because last week they said Stephanie and Io are going to have a contract signing.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the day of, they're running down the show and it's not on there. So then Io bumps into Adam Pearce and she goes, "Hey, we're supposed to have a contract signing." He goes, "Listen, Stephanie's not here." And Io goes, "Well, is she going to have the match?" He's like, "She's going to wrestle. She's definitely going to wrestle at the show, but she's not here tonight." And then Nikki Bella comes up and starts talking to Io. And then Oscar tells her Nikki to get away from her. So that starts a curious case where everybody starts flipping out, going, "What's wrong with Stephanie? Why is she not here? Why is she not here?" And it gets answered eventually, but I immediately knew exactly why she wasn't there that night. I knew exactly why. And it was just so simple, and nobody put it together because nobody actually watches and pays attention to everything. They got
I
cut
get
for
you, man.
time. They got
Yeah.
cut for time. And if you watch the show, they got cut for time because there was a segment that was like supposed to be that it wouldn't have been there the week before. So now it's like, oh, we really don't give a shit. And like, we're going to cut this. This is not a big deal. And it got cut because they changed up some stuff. And it's like, okay. Because like you can see it just like by the way Raw was laid out was like, oh, we have this, this, and this, and this, and this. It's like, oh, well, we don't really have time for that damn contract signing. That's not important. I was like, okay.
Which it is, but who cares?
It's, to be honest, it's not really. And I'll get into why it's not really later.
Okay.
Then we had Lyra Valkyria versus I'm not Roxanne, Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel beats the shit out of Lyra and she wins, which was actually surprising to me.
Good match too.
Oh, it was. It definitely was. But I really thought Lyra was going to get the win, but Lyra got killed.
Yeah, same. I thought she was gonna win.
We had a video package for AJ Lee, who was introducing people to AJ Lee who had no idea who AJ Lee was. And we'll get to that more when we get to the AJ Lee segment. We had the War Raiders in the back, and they were talking to Penta. And Penta talks to Adam Pearce and goes, "You don't love me?" Now, that's a deep cut if you don't know shit about like Adam Pearce because he tweets every day, "Love somebody today," and
Yes.
he did, and Penta was like, "You don't love me," which was a play off of that. And then he starts talking about he wants a title match. Then Rusev goes, "I beat Sheamus. I should have a title match." So it sets up a title. It sets up a match between Rusev and Penta. And this has been this is a rumor. This is a rumor, and I literally was just wet as soon as I heard this rumor because apparently Ilya Dragunov is on his way back, and he's going to have a feud with Rusev. Oh yeah, oh,
I'm
yeah,
down.
yeah. That's great.
Yes.
So then we had AJ and Dragon Lee talking in the big gym, and then Jim sees Jay leaving. And he's like, "Yo, dog, what's up? Why you leaving?" And Jay's like, "Man, fuck LA Knight." He's like, "He pushed me. He don't want me around. I don't want him around." It's like, "It's just us, Oos." And then Jimmy goes, "Yo, you starting to sound like Roman." And Jay goes, "Yeah, I am." And then he leaves. That's what's pissing me off because after he had to talk with Roman and Roman said, "You need to step up and take your spot," he's been acting more like Roman, but it's making no sense because you put the Usos back together. So why are you making him feel more like Roman, but you're still sticking the Usos together? It doesn't work for me.
The only reason I could think of it, right? Because as you said, like this is not gonna be a permanent thing. Like they're gonna separate again, like you said. Maybe they're making him heel so we don't have to deal with this later. The Usos. I mean,
Listen, it's just stupid. It's just really stupid. It's stupid booking to me. I'm
oh,
not gonna
it
lie.
is. It is. I'm just giving a reason. Not a good
Okay.
reason, but a reason.
So then we had the women's intercontinental champion AJ Lee show up, and AJ Lee came out and said, "Hey, listen, guys. I know some of you don't know me, but I'm the reason your millennial parents are going crazy." And part of me was about to go, "That's crazy," until I thought about it and was like, "Oh my God, she's right." Like she's right because a lot of these people who are like here now are Gen Z, and she was the millennial person, and it's like, oh my God, she's actually right. Like she's fucking right.
Yep.
So then she starts talking about where she's been, and she's talking about all the stuff she went through. And she said, I had to go through therapy, and we got a therapy chant.
One of the most random chants of the week. One of.
I was actually like, wow, like we got a therapy chant. Like, and she was talking and like she was really good on the mic. It's like she's never left. Like everybody that has seen her, first off, they literally said AJ Lee looks like she aged in weeks. It's been 10 years and she looks exactly the same.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's
And it
I
might be just me. I feel like
mhm.
she looked perfect with the fucking IC title belt. Like
Dude,
I didn't even have a second thought of it.
dude, until Becky came out and said, "Give me my belt," I was like, fuck are you talking about? I was like, oh shit, she's not the Intercontinental Champion.
Okay.
Like, I swear to God, like, if once Becky came out and she was like, give me back my title, I was like, the fuck are you talking? I was like, oh my God, like, she is the champion. AJ's not the champion. That's that's how perfect she looked with the belt.
Yes.
That's how much it just felt like normal. So then Becky and AJ are going back and forth, which was awesome. And AJ says, you look like you need some therapy. Once again, we got a therapy chant again. And Becky takes off her glasses, like, I don't need to go to therapy. And then AJ goes, oh my God, like your eye. And then Becky scrambles to put back on the glasses. And AJ puts down the title and said, hey, you want the title? I'll give it to you if you and your stupid husband have a match with me and my husband. And
And you're the
so
only one that thought he was gonna say you and your stupid husband versus me and my stupid husband. I don't
I
know
did.
why I felt that.
I did. So Seth comes down and Seth goes like, yeah, we're not playing your games. So Seth goes to the ring to try to take the IC title from her. And AJ just like keeps getting it away. And Seth can't get the title. And so he's getting mad. And then CM Punk comes down behind Becky. And Becky just bumps into him, and then she, thing where she starts grabbing behind him, was like, oh my God, it's him. And then he runs in the ring. And so basically, they say, all right, fuck it, we're gonna have the title match. Not the title match, we're gonna have the tag match. Okay.
Title match pending though.
Huh?
I said title match pending though.
I mean, no, the title match is coming. It's going to AJ versus Becky. Probably. I want to say Survivor Series, but they could do Crown Jewel, but it's more likely Survivor Series.
Yeah, I see it more in Survivor Series.
So then we had a Bailey promo, and Bailey is hearing voices, more voices, better voices, different voices. She's hearing voices.
Yep.
Then we had a nice banger that was Penta versus Rusev, and Rusev gets the win.
Now I thought about this. I'm not sure you have a way better memory than me. Did they
Mm-hmm.
face each other in AEW?
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. It was like, did they face each other? And I don't think they did.
Okay.
I don't think so. Then we had Jimmy talking to LA Knight. Was like, "Yo, dog, listen, I want to apologize for my brother." And LA was like, "Your brother's a hothead, but I fucks with y'all, and whatever is whatever." Okay. Then we had Oscar versus Nikki, and Oscar beats Nikki Bella. Okay, she beats Nikki Bella.
Clean.
Yeah, very clean.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked about that.
I'm not because like something else sets up something a little later.
Yeah.
Then we had the Judgment Day, and Finn's like, "Yo, Dom, where you been?" And he's like, "Yo," he was like, "I was talking to Grande Americana." And Dom's like, Finn's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Yeah, more lucha people." And so he goes to leave, and Finn's like, "What the fuck?" And he tells, and Roxy goes, "I'll go to check on him." And it's like, "Oh, they're still doing a Roxy thing."
Yeah, like why her of all people? Like it should have been Raquel. They're closer in the group.
No, no, it makes sense with the Roxy thing, but I'm cool with it.
No, it makes sense for like where they're going. But as far as the bond,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like if we were going with Bond, then like Finn should have ran after him.
Finn don't give a fuck about him. And that kid JD.
Yeah. So then we had Nikki in the back, and she bumps into Oscar and Kari, and then Rhea shows up. So it's basically set up right there: Nikki and Rhea versus Oscar and Kari.
Yeah.
Win probably at the pay per view. So then
Okay.
we had LA Knight versus Bronson Reed. So him and Bronson Reed are going at it, and Bronson Reed gets the win. Then Jimmy comes down to help. And then Jay finally comes down to help. They clear the ring. And then all of a sudden, Jay super kicks LA Knight, lays him out.
No, it was a spear.
Spear was a spear.
Yeah. Which
So it's like,
leads more into him turning into Roman.
yeah. So I'm like, all right. All right. Like I said, like I don't get it. I don't really care about it. It's like, all right, whatever. Who cares? Like
Yeah.
it's not like it's just so stupid. Like why are we doing this? Like why are we doing this beef
Shouldn't. It shouldn't be a thing.
at all? We shouldn't at all. It's just really
Yeah.
stupid.
Like I see where they're going with it. I understand it. I don't like it.
I don't see where they're going with this. And I'm big picture person. I don't see where they're going with this. None of this makes sense.
It doesn't. That's why I don't like it. But like
Yeah.
what I mean with I see where they're going with that is just to break up the Usos again later. Minor thing. They could have done it way different, but whatever.
Listen, at this point, they need to keep the Usos together because they don't have a tag division, and it would be fun for them to be in a tag division because they
Yeah.
don't have one.
Yeah.
So that would be okay. I'd be okay with them wrestling and then split them up eventually. But right now,
hmm
it's like there's nothing for them to really do. Put them in a tag division. The main title is locked up with Punk and Seth.
hmm
So there's no real reason for Jay to do anything right now. Put him
Yeah.
in a tag match, let him be a tag star, whatever. And this whole LA Knight thing, adding him to the group, it doesn't make any sense because you got three people against two. None of it makes sense. It's
Exactly.
stupid. Then NXT opened with Javon Evans coming out, and he was pissed. I lied to you not. They were setting up for him and Briggs. This was so fucking cool because Javon Evans comes in from the opposite side, gets in the ring, starts talking shit, and he's calling out Briggs. Briggs walks out until like he walks out from the back, and I have no idea how the fuck Javon jumped. He just fucking flew on the Briggs. I was like, where the fuck did he even come from?
Like might be mind tricks to me or whatever, but I swear to God, I saw him jump from the middle of the ring to the outside and cleared those ropes. Didn't touch anything.
He
High
did.
up. From the middle? Okay. I thought it was
He
just me.
did.
Oh shit.
He just took a jump and he just jumped.
Yeah.
So him and Briggs were going at it. And he beats the shit out of Briggs. Briggs pushes the referee and he grabs the chain on his neck, pulls it off, wraps it around his hand, hits Javon, gets the win. And I was like, what?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yes. So then we get backstage, Oba and Ricky talking. And Trick walks up and says, Ava, yo, did you do the thing that I asked you to do? And she's like, yeah, it's done. It's cool. He's like, all right. And he walks off. I said it last week. We know what it was going to happen.
Hmm.
So we're like, all right, let's see how they do this. And they did it in a way that was like, eh. Like, I'm not going to lie. I was like, eh. So then we had DIY come out. Trick comes out. And then he says, I brought out Mello. And Mello starts talking shit to Trick. And Mello's like, yo, I left you here to run this place and you ain't do nothing. You keep failing. You keep fucking up. Like it was supposed to be you that did this. But what are you doing? And like he starts yelling at him and talking shit to him. And then DIY was like, yeah, it looked like you two aren't working together. So Mello goes, you know you two keep fucking with each other too. But me and my brother, we cool. We can have a disagreement. So they set up for the match at Homecoming next week.
I'm kind of excited for this.
I mean, Homecoming is going to be big because like there's a lot of stuff that gets laid out here.
Yeah.
So Laney Reed beats Fabi Apache in the 3 minute match, and it's all because Natty was there. And
Yeah.
yeah, like that was a thing. Natty was there.
I didn't notice her at first until you pointed her out.
Yeah, she was in the crowd.
Yeah.
So Natty was there, and then we had Honk Honk and Zarya because they started talking because they were back in the back and they just were talking and they're both talking about tag titles. I'm like, all right. Like, I know that Hank and Tank aren't going to win the tag titles, so like, I don't really give a shit. But I was kind of like, Zaruka could be something. Then we saw a backstage thing, a promo for Blake Monroe, and Blake Monroe is turning more evil because she's in a bathtub and she's going crazy. It's like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Then we had Hank and Tank versus Dark State. They're going. The match is happening. Dude gets on the outside with Hank, and he's about to beat him up, and he goes, "Joe Hendry can't save you." And Joe Hendry busts through the wall like the Kool Aid Man, and scares everybody. Then the ref's like, "No, no, no, we're not gonna let you get this ring. Fuck you." And because they did that, Dark State winds up getting the win. So now I'm confused because it's like, okay, we got Dark State versus Hank and Tank and Joe Hendry. There's one more person that should be there. Who the fuck is the next person?
Someone else that they've been beating down lately.
No one. There's no one there.
Because everybody else is covered.
There's no one there. There's no one there. So then we had Miles Bourne talking to Ethan Page. And they're talking because this was called on Anonymous. And then Charlie Dempsey gets confronted by Lexus King. And Lexus King is like, Miles Bourne's an asshole. And then Miles Bourne does what his dad does and turns out the light and beats the shit out of Lexus King.
Oh my God, I did not think about that. Wow.
So then we have the flag match. Tavion Heights versus Ethan Page. And Ethan Page loses to Tavion Heights. But you know what the best part about this is? Tavion Heights should be number one contender for the North American title. He should be number one contender, right?
He should be.
But guess who's number one contender?
Who?
Prince Pretty.
Oh, I thought you was gonna go with the song. It's Tyler.
No, it's Prince Pretty.
Yeah.
Prince Pretty is number one contender. I I'm just so fucking lost.
I mean, the whole homecoming like theme.
No, no,
After
no,
that,
no,
hmm?
no. That doesn't even make any sense. I'm just gonna show up and I'm getting a title match. Okay, this where we're going with this.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Whatever. This kind of sucks. We had a Lola Vice video package, and that led into Fatal Influence yelling at each other, going, "Hey, Jasmine, you need to keep up your end of the bargain." Jasmine's like, "What? Whatever, man." And Fallon's like, "Nah, you got to keep up your end of the bargain. You got to be better." Okay, I'll be better. It's like, damn, dog.
Mhm.
So we get to the main event, which is a triple threat tag match, an elimination match. And it's Tizzy, that's their name they're going by, Fatal Influence, and Zaruka. So the match is going. This is a good match. And all of a sudden, Soul is getting ready to hit the Soul Snatcher on Izzy Dane. And they push Zarya right in front of her. Zarya gets hit with the Soul Snatcher. 1, 2, 3. Then Tizzy winds up beating Fatal Influence. So they beat Fatal Influence. And all of a sudden, Fatal Influence are pissed off. They're yelling at each other. And then out of nowhere, here comes Stephanie Vaquer. Yeah.
which which makes sense why she wasn't there Monday.
How does that make sense? Explain that to me how
No,
that makes sense.
no. I'm saying though, because everybody was like, "Oh, like what happened to Stephanie? She was there. That's why."
How? Explain me sense. Explain me sense. Like, none of this makes sense. Like none of this makes any God given sense at all. Like none. Cause it's like, why the fuck didn't you just like have them do a backstage promo instead of the contract signing? Like, why didn't you do any of that? Like, you made it feel like this real special thing, and then Meltzer gets on this fucking podcast and goes, "I heard it was a minor injury." Alvarez is like, "I heard the opposite." They're both going, they're arguing about this, and then Corey Hayes from BodySlam.net says she's not injured. She never was injured. They just didn't have her on TV. That's it. She's perfectly fine. And by the end of the night, you figure out she is perfectly fine because then Tiffy comes out, then Rhea comes out, and it sets up a 6-man for next week at Homecoming.
Yeah, just set that up.
Dude, none of this makes any fucking sense. It's like, I already know she's not winning a fucking title. You have her in a prominent match for the title. There's no way that you're like, okay, I can put her on TV and have her do something. There's no excuse. There's no fucking excuse. I know she's not winning the title because the storyline is for Io to wind up facing Rhea at Crown Jewel. Rhea gets the title win because of Asuka. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. This Stephanie shit, it just makes them drop the ball even harder on Stephanie. And it's like, you have something special there. If if there was a visa issue, if there was a visa issue, you could have still did promos. You could have still did promos. If she was actually injured, you could have took her off of this. She's not injured. Whatever's going on, you could have made this work and you didn't. It was a fucking fail. Like the only thing that can save this Stephanie run is make her turn heel. Make her turn fucking heel after she loses the EO, and then that's it. Just make her turn fucking heel. Make her turn heel and just start beating the shit out of people, run through the rest of the roster, then eventually get to the title, her versus Rhea at a big pay-per-view. Boom. Whatever. It just makes no fucking sense.
Okay.
Brian Danielson is now part of the commentary team for Dynamite.
I like him.
Yeah, like he was good on commentary. Like that one time he was there. He was also good during the Continental Classic. He's good at this, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
And it starts off with Josh Alexander versus Hangman. So this match was pretty good.
yeah, he was.
And Hangman gets the win. Then after that, we have the back and forth with him and Kyle Fletcher. And apparently they want him to wear socks because the fans start chanting, no socks. And Hangman pointed out that he wears no socks. And Hangman wants Kyle Fletcher to step up. So he tells him, leave the guys in the back at the match at the pay per view, just me and you, one on fucking one for the title. And Kyle Fletcher goes, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll leave those guys in the back, and it'll be me and you one on one for the world title.
I call bullshit.
I mean, we'll talk about how bullshit this is later on, but it's like the fuck. So then we get MJF, and he's talking about how he left his wife in the house because revenge doesn't sleep, and he can't have a honeymoon until he gets revenge on Mark Briscoe. So that's why he showed up to beat the shit out of Mark Briscoe. And on Collision, Mark Briscoe, you're going to tell me the stipulation so we can have this match. Okay. Then we had a backstage thing with the Young Bucks, and they're in catering. And all of a sudden, they bump into Brandon Cutler. Brandon Cutler goes, Young Bucks, you sucked. I get to say this. And ran off. I was like, okay, dude. And that
It,
was,
it was kind of funny him to like standing up to them and whatever. He's gonna pay for that shit.
I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it. It was so fucking annoying. And then Mox comes up to the Young Bucks and says, listen, we got a match tonight. You better lock the fuck in. It's $50,000. You know what? I'll give you guys the money if you win tonight. Okay. That's what I can say is okay.
Yeah.
Then we had Mercedes and Emi Sakura versus Riho and Alexander Winter. And you pointed this out. I didn't pay attention to the match because I was not paying attention to the match. And you said Riho was off. And I've heard a lot of people, when I went back and watched the match, she was actually off. She wasn't as good as she usually is. Like she was off.
Like the one spot I really noticed it in was like the 619 or Tiger Kick, whatever they called it there.
Mm-hmm.
Like she did it and it looked really weird. Like okay, like and then mind you, I like Rio. It just something was weird with her.
Yeah. So of course they get the win because it's setting up for Rio to beat. I mean, not to beat, but to face Mercedes. She's gonna lose. So whatever. Then we get a backstage with Ricochet in the Gates of Agony. Ricochet says, "Yo, Shelton, we got a match. How about you man up and leave your crew behind, and I'll leave my crew behind, and we'll have a one-on-one tonight. Just nobody, just the two of us." Okay, okay. Then we had,
Bullshit.
yeah, we had FTR come out, start talking shit about the CNC Music Factory. They start beefing with everybody in the crowd, and they wind up beating up the cameraman. It just was really weird. I just was like, okay, cool, sure, whatever.
I was about to say like this part I didn't like. Like why all the chaos?
I don't know. It was just weird. It was just fucking weird. we had Shelton talking to the rest of the Hurt Locker business and said, "Hey guys, I'm gonna go out here and do it by myself." They said, "All right, cool." So then they had the match. The match is going, and all of a sudden, of course, Ricochet lied, and his people came out, and they started fighting. Then the Hurt Syndicate came out, and I wanted to see Bishop Khan versus Bobby Lashley 1-on-1. Like that's all that I saw and was like, "Ooh, I want to see this. This looks cool."
Yeah, but it'll start 1-on-1. Like this one won't end 1-on-1. So
I really wanted to end 1-on-1. I wanted to be just a straight up 1-on-1. It wound up in chaos. Then we had Hook, and Hook was talking about how the ops fucked him over and how he should be by himself. And then he said, maybe I shouldn't be by myself. And I was like, uh, hmm. That's all I can say is, because something else happens later on that makes me go, okay. Then we had Kyle Fletcher in the back talking to Don Callis. After we just had somebody lie about a stipulation of just being by themselves, they bring up, hey, I'm going to be by myself when I face Hangman. And it's like, dog, we just saw somebody lie about it. We don't think that you're going to lie about it too?
exactly.
And then we had Tony Storm, who was a fusion of Sandman and New Jack versus Sky Blue in a Philly street fight. This was actually really good. This was
Yes.
really good. They were beating the shit out of each other with shit. Sky stapled Tony's ass, Tony's tits, and Tony's vag. Stapled everything. Tony beat the shit out of her and like power drive going outside. Like this shit was awesome. This shit
Yes.
was awesome. Tony got the win. Then she got attacked by everybody. And then all of a sudden, Jamie Hayter came out, Chris Statlander came out, and Jamie accidentally clotheslined Chris Statlander. Then Tekla laid out Jamie, and then Tekla laid out Tony Storm and stood over her body with the title.
That match is gonna be a banger.
Yeah, I don't know. So then we had Willow, and Willow wants to face Marina Shafir. And Harley Cameron said, "You should join our group, and we can put a cat on your face." And my mind just was like really broken because she kept saying, "Cat on your face," and I was just like, huh, okay, I'm just gonna, it's not gonna go there. And then Willow says, "You know what? I can't team up with you because you're teamed up with Chris Statlander. I don't trust Chris Statlander, and you shouldn't trust Chris Statlander either." And I was like, okay, I know exactly where this is going. Chris is going to help Marina, and then we're going to get Willow and Harley Cameron as a team.
You know, it would be a weird one though.
Uh huh.
Chris doesn't turn on her, but Willow does and
Okay,
joins them.
that would actually fuck me up. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like that would really fuck me up.
Yeah.
So then we get something that I was not prepared for. I was not prepared for because everything about this fucked me up. So they announced we're going to have a unified championship tournament finals, and then it's going to be a three-way at All Out. I was like, oh, okay, what? So the match on Collision is going to be Okada versus Michael Oku, and it doesn't say it's for the title. And I'm like, okay, what if Michael Oku wins? Does he win the title? Like, it's not making sense to me.
Didn't make sense to me either. Are we even having this tournament to begin with? Like that was a continental thing.
I don't know. But then we have Takeshita versus Anthony Bowens, and I'm like, okay, we can just have Takeshita versus Okada. But then they're like,
Yeah.
no, no, no. We have to have one more. So we're gonna have the Beast Mortals versus Masquerade Dorada. So my initial thoughts is going to be Beast versus Takeshita versus Okada at the pay per view for the title.
Watch Beast win.
The championship
Yeah, I don't know why. For some odd reason, I think Beast is gonna win.
because you want Beast to win.
I didn't say all that. It just like for some odd reason, I see it.
Okay. So then we get the main event, which is an 8-man, and it's the Ops and Brodito versus MWO and the Young Bucks. So they're having this match. The Ops are fucking with MWO, and the Young Bucks get the pin on Brodito. So it looks like they're gonna face them for the tag titles, and they were so happy that they got $50,000 because of Moxley. So the MWO runs off the Ops, and in that moment, I'm like, oh, because it looks like they're setting up for the 6-man titles,
Yeah,
the Ops versus MWO, and what if Hook joins the MWO to take on the Ops?
I could see that. And I'm trying to think who like he would join up with. Okay.
Yes. So then Moxley's in the ring. He gets attacked by Darby, but then somebody in the hood shows up, and the somebody in the hood is Daniel Garcia. And Daniel Garcia is so great in this role that he curb stomps Darby and fucks it up completely to where Moxley says, "Do it again. That won't look bad." And he had to do it again. And I just at that moment I was like, I've been saying this for a long time, and I'm not being a hater about this. Send his ass to fucking NXT. Send his ass to fucking NXT. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
I was just upset. But I'm glad that they didn't wait till the pay per view and they put Daniel Garcia with him already. Okay.
So we can see how bad it is already.
Yeah. Now on to news. How do you feel? How do you feel about WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia?
At this point, I don't care. They've had so many pay-per-views over there, whatever.
Listen, I go through this every time, every time they go to Saudi Arabia. And like I always bite my tongue because I want to say something like I just want to say one word, and like this one word easily explains everything, and everybody be like, "No, that's not it. That's not it. No, that's not it. That's not it." But because of the day that we're recording this and finding out that this could be a thing, 19 people that cover this said the same exact thing. Same exact thing out of their mouth. And I was like, see, this is the word that I've been trying not to say, and now you're making me say it. Because it's Islamophobia. It's Islamophobia. That's exactly what it is. Because on 9/11, they say, wow, WWE's going to announce they're doing WrestleMania like on 9/11? Really? Like, that's fucked up. And it's like, dog, you're Islamophobic. Like that's exactly what it is. Like that's exactly what it is. Like there's no other way to explain this. Like that's the
Now,
that's the real reason deep down. That's the real reason nobody wants WrestleMania over there. And they always talk about how bad it is over there, how all this stuff is. Like you can't say anything about the person in charge, or you go to jail. And I literally had to go tap my watch, just tap my phone, and realize that we're having the same fucking thing in America, asshole. Like you can't fucking criticize Trump and think that you're not gonna go to fucking jail. Oh no, but it's just over there. You can't do this. You can't do this shit here. Like this is what fucking pisses me off. Like I hate the way that they act. Like fucking Saudi Arabia is some great fucking evil over there, and we shouldn't be fucking with it. And everything that's fucking happening in America is worse than what's going on over there. I don't
100%.
I don't fucking understand you people. It's just because they're brown people and you don't understand brown people, and it's a problem that brown people are over there. That's exactly it. Just say the thing. Just say you're Islamophobic. Just and move on. We don't need to hear any of the bullshit because if you listen to people's rhetoric about what goes on over there, it's literally, hey, they're a backwards country. They don't treat their citizens right. They do this, and it's like
Oh, y'all
you're
talking
just
about
being
America?
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like you guys like are you're not paying attention, are you? Like this shit pisses me off so much because it's like there are people over there. Like if you took us and removed the government, we're the same people. Like we're the same fucking people. They're just over there doing the same shit. Like what are you talking about? And if you go, well, we have more freedoms over here. That shit is dwindling by the day. Shut the fuck up. We don't have the freedoms that you think we do. Every fucking day is getting worse and worse and worse. And they're using every little thing to turn it around and go, hey, we want to put sanctions on this. Hey, we want this thing to stop. Hey, we want this thing to stop. Hey, did you see this thing over here? This is why we're doing this thing over here. And those two things are not even fucking connected. That's what's
Yeah,
happening here, and it's like over there, it's like, no, like this is how we're doing things. Over here, it's like, oh, we're getting everything restricted. So shut the fuck up. Like, I don't care if they're doing WrestleMania over there. To me, it's like they're not really gonna do WrestleMania. They're probably gonna do maybe WrestleMania adjacent pay-per-view, like a kind of WrestleMania, not WrestleMania. But if they do, who gives a fuck? Like, are
something
like
similar to when they had the greatest Royal Rumble, which really wasn't the Royal Rumble, but they did it.
exactly. That's exactly what that would be.
Okay.
And it's just like it pisses me off like how everybody just acts like, oh my god, like this is so wrong and this is so bad. And it's like, do you guys not know how you sound? Like you sound so bad. And like especially some of these people who are supposed to be like so like left wing and open to everything, you sound so ass backwards. You sound just like the fucking right, just saying the weirdest shit. And it's like, dog, like what the fuck are you doing? Like you sound so crazy saying this shit.
Yeah.
Like it's so insane. I fucking hate it. And every time, I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna get too political. And each time they go over there, it makes me even more just like, I have to say something. I have to say something. The last two times they've been over there, I've gotten worse because it's like I'm tired of just biting my tongue because it's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like those are fucking people over there. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you being such fucking assholes? But you know, you're not tolerant. You don't fuck with people over there. You don't fuck with brown people. It's fine. I get it. I fucking get it.
That's all it
Okay,
is.
that's really all of this. That's really all. So we're not gonna leave it on that note. We're not just gonna get all fucking angry and leave it on that. We're gonna leave it on a high note, pal.
Okay. Because I was worried.
No. We're gonna leave it on a high note. Do you know why the prices are going up for WWE shows?
That's at a high note.
This is a high note. It is a high note because of Vince
Okay.
McMahon. Because of Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon wanted to cater to fucking families and nice people, and that's exactly why TKO said we're gonna raise prices because the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
That's great because Vince McMahon was out of touch and he just wanted to cater to families and the small little guy they could have a they could get in there and watch some wrestling. And TKO was like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna make you bitches pay.
Yeah, kind of want him back in that point then.
But here's the thing, which is like the stupid people are being really stupid about it. And it's
Uh-huh.
like you don't know that this is like a huge fucking dub for AEW. And they're just like shitting on like this whole thing. It's like this is a huge dub for AEW.
It is.
And the reason this is a huge dub is because If WWE is pricing you out and going, hey, you have to pay X amount of dollars. Hey, you have to pay this. You have to pay that. You have to pay this. And people are like, I can't fucking afford this. AEW shows up. Hey guys, what's up? Here's this cheap ass ticket to wrestling, and you get to watch our show. And they're like, fuck it. You know what? I want to watch wrestling. I want to take my family somewhere. All right, we're gonna go to AEW show. Hey, we kind of like it here. When you guys coming back in town? Oh, in about a year. Okay, cool. I can't wait. Now you just made a new fan. Just because WWE priced them out, but you kept your prices low. See how nice that is? Like, see how easy that works? Like, you can't be that much of an asshole to be like, oh no, this is a total bad thing because, like I said, AEW gets a win. They get a good dub because, hey, we're just going to show up, we're going to keep the prices low, and people are going to come. That's it.
Kind of similar conversation to what we had with, I want to say last week, if not the week before, about like pay-per-view prices and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. But
Something like
like
that,
in a
but
total
reverse.
opposite way.
Yeah, because in that one, the W wins.
Mm-hmm. But like going to live shows is like, no, AEW could win this.
Yeah. I remember one that you had took me to, and I gave you money to buy some merch and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and like I forgot how much I gave you, but all I could afford was a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, like I wonder if we were to go now, what could I afford? Probably nothing.
Yeah, probably nothing because like it's like way more expensive now. And listen, I don't fucking like people, so I'm fine with staying home and watching it on TV. So
Oh
I don't
yeah,
so I don't care. Like fuck, dude. Like they're pricing people out and people are upset. I'm like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck.
I'm glad I was able to go when I did. So yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
good.
And then there's one little small tiny thing that I don't know how this is gonna go, but like because everything is broken in this country, it's going to get worse because apparently Paramount is trying to buy WB. And
Okay.
they buy WB, which is HBO Max and all of that, is gone. And then I was going to Paramount. But now, what do we do now? Like, AEW is going to be part of Paramount or whatever, and who knows what they're going to do because once Paramount acquires WB, they get all of the regular channels, everything that's connected to it. They get all that shit.
Yeah.
So what do we do with HBO Max? Like, what does HBO Max do for there? You know
It
what I mean?
it disappears like Hulu, I guess.
It's like this is gonna be really fucking weird because also it's like how the fuck do you get away with this? But I know how because it's legally like this is exactly what happened, and I'm not going to try to get too political on this. The person in charge said something really fucked up to Trump, and they got him the fuck out of there, and some other company brought it, and now Trump is going, you know what? I'm just proving everything that legally is wrong, and everything is fine. It's like, yeah, wow, wow, that's a
Cra-
thing.
Crazy.
But I mean, we're moving closer to the thing that I've always said, and I said it for a long time, and I will stick to my guns on this. Streaming was supposed to replace cable, but now streaming is cable.
Yep.
Streaming is cable now. So yeah, this is where we are. And as long as pay-per-view prices are cheap, I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care. Like I don't care at all. I don't really give a shit. Um, there's not really much else because Triple H said he's going to make an announcement that's going to change the game, which we all know is probably just the Saudi Arabia announcement. That's it.
Probably.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that's
not
it.
it's not much. Like if it's not, I would be shocked. I would be shocked
Long
because
shot. What if he actually announces he's buying TNA, which people been saying for a minute?
I mean, I don't think that's worthy of a big, huge announcement like they're doing. Like this is a whole setup because Shawn Michaels is going to be there, Taker's going to be there, Seth Rollins,
Oh,
Logan
okay.
Paul, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Charlotte, Stephanie. All of these people are set up to be there.
Yeah, never
So
mind. It's not worth it.
yeah, so right there, I'm just trying to figure out like I don't know like the only thing if this is not the pay per view about WrestleMania, I don't know what it could be. If it's not
Yeah.
WrestleMania, I don't know what it could be. But like all of those people are set up to go, and like I said, it has to be WrestleMania. If it's not WrestleMania, whatever it is will be shocking. Because like if it's not the WrestleMania Saudi Arabia, it will be shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't know. I don't know. And also, Stephanie Vicaire said that she's not injured and she will be ready to wrestle next Monday.
Will
It's
she
like,
be ready for Oscar?
um, that's not gonna happen till later.
I know.
So the thing that I was trying to set up earlier was about about the righteous. The righteous look like they are signed with WWE.
Okay.
So that's the thing, which actually makes me sad because they were supposed to be with Cross. They were supposed to be with Cross. And it was supposed to be a thing. And that was supposed to be, a cool thing. But
You
now
know,
Cross is gone unless they bring back Cross.
yeah. You know what?
Or,
Thinking about
mhm,
it, Cross and them make a better fit than Cross and AOP, in my opinion.
mhm. But I also could see if, this is an if, they stick AJ Styles with the Righteous. I mean, it would be weird, but he keeps saying he doesn't have anybody. They don't want him to succeed. And that would be something that would be real fucking random and be like, oh shit. And he can have a crew, Dutch and Vincent show up, and it's like, oh, okay, that works, I guess.
It's worth a shot. I'm down.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm like, that's basically it.
Yeah.
And so, any last words?
Isn't Worlds Collide tomorrow?
Yes, and we will cover that.
Oh, okay.